Welcome back to the Eagles Esports podcast where we talk all things esports. We're your lovely hosts, as always, Sam and Mr.
Hello.
Joshua. I know, Sam, you have a handheld mic this time.
Yeah, we're chilling.
We're big chiller, as you see. I see you rocking the WAN jersey.
Yeah, so you rocking the national championship jersey.
Lovely. We are gamers indeed. Another great episode. Sorry we didn't have one last week. We already know. A lot of things have changed around the esports arena here recently.
Yeah.
Super excited about these new changes, man.
Very
Super
pumped.
excited.
I mean, new desks.
New desk, man?
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you.
Looking quite fresh, I must say.
I'm just so excited for the new desk.
Almost as fresh as me and you having the same fit on today.
I mean, what can we say? We've been coasting for about a year now, so we kind of just know each other's style.
We know how it works.
We just know how it is. We know how it is. But we have another great episode planned for you today, guys. We're gonna go over a lot of last week's action, new games for this week. So new sponsors.
There's a lot of stuff. New sponsors.
New sponsor, man. New sponsors.
Yeah,
But before we get started, I want to thank before we talk about the new sponsor, what happened recently, I want to thank our other sponsors, Red Stick Sports, Coca-Cola, State Farm.
Shout out State Farm.
Shout out State Farm, Concord Games. Not going to mention new sponsor. I was about to. I was about to. And of course, Southern Miss for all you do for the Eagle Esports program. Without y'all, none of this would be possible. I want to thank y'all so much for all you do for this program. But without any further ado, Sam, I said we just get right
into the news.
Right. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, Keemstar. Starting off with our Monday action, we have Valorant.
Oh yeah, we did.
Valorant started their regular season play. I do not have activation, so I cannot go over the week 2 activation for that team, unfortunately. However, I do have their first regular season game against ERAU. They won 2-0.
Yep.
Great start. Did you catch that game?
I did.
So, let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts on the game.
Just better.
Just better?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to remember the specifics. I think we saw Fracture.
Fracture?
I'm pretty sure.
Did we see any Lotus? Did we see any Lotus?
No.
No Lotus.
No Lotus.
No Lotus.
I think it was. Split, right? That's the.
Split is my man.
We saw Split. That was really interesting.
Love me some Split.
Haven't seen that one in a while, so seeing that was really cool. We were just kind of. Everyone on the team picked up a couple of clutches, honestly. Everyone was doing well in their roles. As a team, we were looking good with some site execs, but also looking great with
Well, I just had a little seizure attack. It couldn't handle our awesomeness.
The lights just scared me.
That scared me for a little bit,
But yeah, I mean, the team play looking good, but the individual mechanics specifically was just amazing. And then the energy of the team kept up through both maps. Just really, really exciting. A good look for the first week.
Good.
Sure.
I mean, I'm looking forward to this Valorant team. Already started the season hot, and they're going to continue that tonight against UARK. Yes, the University of Arkansas, the Razorbacks, 8 p.m. I know it's a very late game, but guess what?
Yep.
You have nothing better to do. You can always come watch some Valorant. No offense to you. Those who actually have stuff to do. I'm just saying, in general, that you could come watch some Valorant gameplay live here on the Southern Miss Twitch channel at 8 p.m. tonight. Hopefully Sam will be on the cast.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know yet. But
hopefully Sam is on the cast.
See.
We'll see. No Tuesday action, of course. No, we have nothing on Tuesday. But Wednesday, had a lot recently happened. Call of Duty made their debut, but also League of Legends starting with Call of Duty. Had their first 2 matches in Nate Star League. They played against Wichita State and St. Clair's. Wichita State, I will say, they played some of the hardest competition I think they ever faced. As a new team, it was definitely interesting. Unfortunately, they did end up losing both maps 3-0s. However, they look to bounce back next week because they don't have a game this week.
Okay.
They have a reschedule. They actually have 2 games next week because one game for this week had to be rescheduled to next week. So they play OTSU and UTISA, both next week. Now, it's going to be interesting to see them knock out 2 games at once. It's going to be weird. I'm not going to lie.
Question.
Yes.
So was it intentional that we had 2 matches last week, or was that a reschedule?
That was rescheduled. The match for this week got rescheduled to next week.
Okay.
So both those matches will
I'm saying
have.
like the previous week.
I'm confused.
Like last week, right? Mm-hmm. There were 2 matches.
No. Oh, no. One was from the first week. The other one was week 2.
Okay.
So, yeah.
NECC brain, I thought it was first week.
No. So, their week 1 match already happened in week 2. No, they...
Gotcha.
So, yeah, they played some really, really tough competition. I will say they played some of the top COD schools within, the college COD scene. And I will say they definitely, played their hearts out. And hopefully, they can bounce back. Not 0-2 start. I mean,
not ideal, but it's not too.
But I will say they've been practicing a lot recently. I've been looking at their scrims. They look really good. Now, hopefully, like I said, they can turn around next week because they got this whole week to just really practice things out, lay the foundations out. I think they can do. I think they can come back.
Yeah, I do too.
And especially, like I say, 2 games next week. That's the thing that is going to be interesting.
I mean, that'll definitely be a highlight week for sure, right? Being like 2-2 versus 0-4 is a very different thing, right?
That's for sure.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens next week for the Call of Duty team, for the rest of the season. How many regular season matches typically are there?
Usually,
7.
Usually for COD it's at 7. I can go look because I know with Siege and Nates they only have 5 games.
Okay.
But it really depends on the signups. It really determines how many games you have. So I'm looking at my schedule right now for this. They have 6 games in the regular season.
Okay.
So they win out. They could be 4-2, especially in Nates where ranking's going to matter in the end.
Right.
If you can at least guarantee maybe a top 3 placement,
Maybe,
top 3,
yeah.
top 4. I think top 4 can really guarantee you a spot in playoffs for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think they can pull it off. I definitely think they can pull it off. I'm looking forward to this team. Looking forward to them playing next week. Like I say, taking this week to just really practice, hone their skills, and get ready for that next week.
Yeah, I mean, off weeks are crucial.
Very, very crucial. Moving on to League of Legends, however.
LOL.
Love me some LOL. They had their first regular season game match.
What do you prefer to say for those?
I heard their first game.
Yeah,
I consider it a game. I don't know why I said match, because usually there's rounds.
Say match.
I say game. I would say game. Me personally, more.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, but I think it's probably a game to game thing.
Game to game thing.
Like Overwatch to Siege thing. Like they're probably just different lingo.
I would say series. You can say series.
No one's. I guess there are some series.
Like we have a series. Y'all have a series. Round has a series. I think it's really game dependent.
It's just probably who's talking, honestly.
I know some people say their first match. I know a lot of Siege commentators like to say first match. They don't say game, they just say match. Some will say series. So I think it's game dependent, really. But they had their first game against UNA Purple last Wednesday. Yeah, because I did the pre-show. Yes, I did the pre-show. I also do pre-shows, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you do?
I do pre-shows. I think I did pretty good for my first League of Legends one. But they play UNA Purple, a 2-0 victory. I mean, Haddle called it like pre-show, like this is going to be a 2-0. And he said it was going to take 50 minutes. I will not know how long that stream lasted.
50 minutes, is that?
That's all he said.
Is that short for League?
I have no idea. That's considered short.
I would take that would be short.
I would take it to be short if he's calling out that it's going to be 50 minutes. So
for sure.
I mean, it was a great victory from USM. I mean, they clearly knew what they were doing. They were clearly the better team that day. Looking forward to them playing this Wednesday against Cumberland. And I got some good friends over at Cumberland.
Okay.
Great school. Love those guys. But hopefully we take home another dub this week. A great 2-0. Will be a great 2-0 start for the League of Legends team, hopefully. I'm looking forward to it.
For sure.
But moving on, Sam.
Moving on.
We got to talk about your team.
Oh.
Let's talk about some Overwatch. I did play some Overwatch recently, actually.
You did?
I did play some Overwatch. It was just quick play, though, because I haven't touched Overwatch in forever. So, joined some quick play.
Yeah.
Played some. I did like a fill roll.
Okay. Who did you end up playing?
I think one game I ended up playing DPS, and one other 2 games I played with support. So.
Ooh. I feel like you would be like a Baptiste player.
I am. I did tell you that I did start playing Baptiste, though. What you did say was kind of like a harder character to learn.
I did say that.
But
he's also horrible right now.
I think the game I played with him, I did over 5K healing and over 3K damage.
Okay.
My our DPS wasn't the best.
Well, so firstly, if you were attempting to watch the Overwatch stream on Thursday, you would know that there was in fact no Overwatch stream. There was just some technical difficulties when we started trying to observe when the match started, so we cut it off. There was that 3-minute live segment. So yeah, I'll just talk about the game since no one saw it. We did end up winning 3-0
against Florida Poly.
Florida Poly was the team we played against. We saw, trying to remember, we saw your starters from. So we saw Woe Nelly, we saw Skyblaze, we saw Reflex, we saw Starkey, we saw Nathan or Lowlife. And then we also saw the return of E.G. Jacob.
Oh my gosh!
The depths coming to sub in on map 3.
I remember when he was on the roster back when y'all were in the NCC. Back when y'all were playing Butler.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was the roster right there.
E.G. Jacob. I mean, it's a debut, but he's a very familiar face to Eagle Esports Nation. So it was really good to get him back. He played hit scan on the 3rd map.
Hit scan?
Yeah. On Circuit Royale, we played just some double hit scan stuff with Jacob, so that was really cool just to see different looks. Starkey was farming, so was Lane.
Oh, it was farming?
Yeah.
We're farming
I
now?
would say all of the players played really well. Sean specifically popped off a lot. That was Skyblaze. Had a great match to start the season out. Really good confidence booster for the guys and Nelly.
They have the Overwatch coach telling that the team, I think, is ready for this week's game.
Yeah.
I just turned my phone off as soon as I was about to say y'all game for this week. Y'all play RPI 2.
Yep.
I think that's Rochester.
I'm pretty sure.
Like it's 2. I think it's Rochester.
We've scrimmed their first team previously.
Oh,
Not like recently though, but
y'all play them at 7 o'clock on Thursday.
yeah. Should be interesting. We do have some practices between now and then, so we'll iron out some things from last week.
I already know. I've seen y'all rank grinds. I see y'all been grinding the rank.
Yeah, I mean, my players are a bit of menaces. I don't know how they can grind rank.
I will say Skyblaze is really the rank star right
Just
there.
hit GM5, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. Starkey went from Plat to Masters in 20 games, which is nuts. But yeah, should be exciting. I mean, can we talk about our new sponsor because of...
Oh, we want to talk about the new sponsor?
Yeah.
I think we have some time to talk about the new sponsor. This past Friday, we had a raid Shadow Legends stream.
Yeah, we did.
I will say, I'm going to admit this right now.
Okay.
And I will purposely pull up, what does that say on my phone right there? That says raid. And if I click on raid, I have been quite the grinder.
Quite the grinder.
I have been grinding this game ever since I first started playing.
I see.
I have been playing the game. I'm already I didn't get to level 25 yet. I'm kind of mad that I haven't.
Okay.
While I also collect my rewards, which I need to do. Got bronze tier chest.
So true.
I'm let me check, level 16. My champion highest level is like level 27. Yeah, I've been grinding the game. As much as we know, you see the ads on YouTube, a lot of YouTubers stream it and just, ad about it. I will say this game definitely surprised me.
Yeah.
I did not think I would be playing it for this long. I mean, they've done convinced me that this game is really good. And let me tell you, it's been really fun to play. Have you been playing some Raid Shadow Legends?
No.
No. Sam, you're missing out.
Sorry.
I'm telling you, you've been missing out.
I mean, I do want to say, if you guys have been missing the Twitter, I recommend you look at the USM Esports Twitter and see all the Raid Shadow Legends news. Plus, my team made a graphic of
Oh my
Raid Shadow
goodness!
Legends.
If you at USM Esports
cool.
on Twitter, if you want to go see that graphic, I personally woke up this morning to that graphic and I was like, wow.
That one was cooked up by Starkey, the Starkster.
Starkster.
Yep.
Doing some work right there.
Doing the work.
But
Thursday.
Overwatch. 7 o'clock. RPI 2. We also have some.
I thought it was 8. Oh, it's 8 EST.
Central Time, 7 o'clock, 8
We live
Eastern
in
Time.
Mississippi, guys. It turns out. That's crazy.
Moving on to Smash this week. Had 2 games.
Okay.
So, their first match was against RMC Smash. They won 2-0. Quick victory. Their last week game, they lost to Eagle Esports 2-0.
Okay.
Not a great way. But starting season 1-1.
1-1.
But they're in 3rd place in NACE right now.
Okay.
But I feel like this upcoming matchup this Thursday, a little bragging rights, because guess who we play? We play Ole Miss.
Yeah, we do.
That is going to be something right there.
I mean, I always love those games against Ole Miss and State. We haven't actually ever had one.
We have not had one either.
But
I think the closest time we played Ole Miss was at the Landshark. I think it was at a Landshark tournament, like way back. I think this is when I was first on the team. And the old roster of Siege was me, Corey, Justin, Kobe.
Landshark?
We did Landshark. This is when, we did
During
Landshark.
COVID, right?
Yes. I think this was during tournament because I remember waking up on Saturday morning, practicing all day for this Landshark tournament. We played Full Sail, we played UNH, and then we played Ole Miss. And that was the last time I remember playing Ole Miss. Then recently we've been scrimming Ole Miss, we never played them.
Yeah.
So in scrims, we beat them. We have never played them in an official match, though. However, they are in our CR6 division this time around. Now, will we see an Ole Miss matchup? I don't know.
I sure hope
me
so.
personally, if we do play Ole Miss, just saying,
would be pretty
we
cool.
should invite them. Make
That would
this
be awesome.
make this match a land match.
That would be so cool.
I'm just saying. Well, if I don't know if Ole Miss listens to Eagle Esports podcast, which I think y'all should listen to.
Yeah.
But if y'all want
Missing
to,
some content if you're not.
y'all miss some great content. We'll say great content.
But yeah, I mean, that would be so hype having
Imagine if Overwatch
Yo,
Ole Miss,
so cool.
Mississippi State Overwatch too.
I remember 2 semesters ago when we were in the same division as Augustana and St. Ambrose.
Man,
They had a LAN match for one of their matches, and it was really cool.
Like I said, Ole Miss. Just saying, we should make it a LAN match. I think we'll play them this semester. I really hope they do, because I personally want to invite them to play us on LAN. I think it'll be a cool environment.
So you know how on Discord there's those message request things?
Yeah.
I mean, this happened like in November of last year or something. I forgot they existed. So I've just been donut walling 2 people.
Wow.
I haven't intentionally
You haven't done it on purpose.
Yeah, last night I looked, and the reason I say that is because one of them is the Mississippi State Overwatch captain.
Oh my gosh, Sam, you're trolling. You're tossing.
I looked and I was like, there's no way. So I'm gonna have to write him a message just being like, hey, I didn't see this, but I'm sorry, because
Sam is genuinely a nice person.
I'm sorry. I was like, I forgot. I was like, why do I have 9 unread no-dos?
I have a tendency to forget that. So if I look at Discord and I'm like, oh, message requests will show up like above like the first person you talk to, I don't tend to check that.
That's why, yeah.
On desktop, it's so much easier though. Like I see it, but on mobile, you have to like kind of scroll up a little bit just to get a message request.
It was, so yeah. My apologies if for some reason you listen to this, MSU captain.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sam's genuinely not. He genuinely texts people. He will be.
Sorry.
He tends to look at Discord enough. But yeah.
Apparently not at the message request.
But yeah.
The reason I don't look at the no-dos normally is because, well, so you remember Matthew Morgan?
Oh yeah, Mr. Morgan.
When he played a lot of Valorant, whenever he got really tilted,
He would just text you.
He would give people my Discord instead of his.
So you would just have someone say, man, you suck.
Well, I would just get these random friend requests from people, and I was like, who are these people?
Want to play Valorant? Like, what do you mean? I play Overwatch. What do you mean?
I don't even have that game installed.
Me neither. Don't worry. I'm with you. But
what other game I don't have installed?
Siege. Oh, man. Siege is weak. But yeah, Ole Miss, Thursday. At 6 p.m. Siege, I would like to say, for those who don't know, we went to Kentucky Land recently. Beautiful time. Had a great time. Yeah. Highly recommend going. Look, I'm just saying. Yeah. If you ever have a chance. If you're
from what Josh told me about the setup, it was pretty fire. I mean, specifically, I was looking at those 2 team rooms that were present.
I'm just saying.
That is awesome.
I'm just saying. Very, very, I would say, like I said, it's definitely they put a lot of time and effort. They have an arcade. I don't know if I told you. They have an arcade in there.
You told me that.
Like I said, great arena, great space. And the fun fact, this is my fun fact. No, it's not a dinosaur fact.
Yeah.
But my fun fact about the Kentucky arena is that it's actually built underneath a parking garage.
Right, yeah.
And they renovated their whole first floor of the parking garage to make it their arena.
That's so cool.
And they actually still have space in the backs for those staff to park on the first floor still. Yes.
That is awesome.
I'm like, that is genius.
That's so smart.
That is actually intuitive. Like
the noggin on those guys.
Big brain moment. And everything's in walking distance. It's also funny that they have a Canes right across the street from the arena. So as soon as you leave the arena, you'll walk in, boom, you get some Canes. I will say.
So in Hattiesburg, there's always the dilemma of the Cookout versus Canes. What's your?
Well, me personally, if you want a variety of stuff, go to Cookout. Please just because Canes is good for one thing and one thing only. They're really good at it. That's what they're known for.
Here's my hot take. Canes isn't even good at what they're good at.
Well, yes, okay, so yeah, my fries don't come seasoned sometimes. My chicken is soggy sometimes.
Yeah.
So you make a fair point. You make a fair point. You make a fair point.
I'm a firm Cookout camp enjoyer.
You can always get something different from Cookout.
Yeah.
Like one day, I think one week.
Quesadilla.
Have you ever had the cheeseburger quesadilla? Also goes hard.
Okay.
I will definitely say, if you were going to Cookout, you can always get something different. You never have to get the same thing. Like one week I get a chicken sandwich. Yes, I get a chicken sandwich. Next thing you know, I'm getting a burger. Next thing you know, I'm getting chicken nuggets.
Next thing you know, Cajun fries. Next thing you know,
Cajun fries. Oreo mint.
It's so good, bro. I'm telling you.
Before I get off topic, and talk about how bad your decision of Oreo mint milkshake. I am not a mint. I like Oreo mint. It's not the best.
Yeah, but you play Siege, so.
That too. Speaking of Siege, had a recent our CR6 matchup against Oregon State. Yes, Oregon State.
Oregon.
Now, it's funny to me, that's how CR6, the way they do their conferences is based off division.
Right.
And we have schools like Oregon, like, they're central?
Yeah. Question mark?
Question mark.
Yep.
But, hey, great group of guys over there. We had a 2-1 victory against them. Great match. I do not know who we're going to play up next in CR6 because CR6 likes to release their schedule week up. So it's definitely interesting, kind of weird. But, hey.
A shout out to Corey Voltage.
Corey's stepping in. Yep. Definitely haven't played with him in 2 years, I think. It's been 2 years since I played with Corey.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know Corey used to be the captain of our 16 first when I started playing.
Yep.
And he took a step back because I'm about to graduate soon. Ocean engineering major.
Yep.
Man, that man's a busy man, I will say.
Busy guy. Still has the love for Siege.
Still has the love for Siege. And let me tell you, first 2 maps, he was kind of shooting. Third map, oh my goodness, he was shooting people all right.
Okay.
So we put, I don't know if you know, I know you don't know Siege, but for those who do know Siege, he was playing a lot of Thatcher. So pretty much Thatcher's job, throw an EMP grenade and go start killing. There's one round in particular, we were playing Oregon. He helps me open the wall, heart breacher wall. All I see this guy do is just walking. Picks up a solid 3 kills. I'm like,
who is this guy? Who is that guy? I never know.
I just didn't expect him to just start walking people. I'm just like, we're about to go in the site, and he's just still walking.
He wants those kills, brother.
Yeah, I think he dropped, 12 kills. I think the last map.
Crazy.
Like I said, great time. I appreciate. Really.
That's
appreciate.
like when I played your ranked match for you that one time.
I still appreciate you for that.
That was so different.
I appreciate you for that, man.
That was really fun.
You got me the dub, and I had to
tell that story.
Oh my goodness, man.
So what was it, like a year ago?
I think it was a year ago.
Yeah. So we were just chilling in the Thunderdome.
I think it was after a podcast we recorded too. I think. No.
Maybe.
Not 100%.
I don't remember. But we were just chilling, and Josh was like, "Do you have class or something?"
I had a radio. I think I had a radio interview.
You're right. You did.
I had a radio interview.
So anyway, Josh had to leave, but unfortunately, he was in a ranked match.
Because I thought we were 4 other team and I'll be done. That did not happen.
And so, USM Juicebox Hero went on to the R6 ranked match.
On my account, this is my personal account too.
First round dropped a 3K, got the game won. It's just that easy. I don't know how else. I mean, it's a simple game.
Low key, he'd go with the sauce. If he wasn't playing Overwatch, he'd be playing Siege.
I did just bait my teammates, but it's okay.
It does. At the end of the day, you got the dub, and my rank was saved.
The RR, is that what it's called in Siege?
It's now RR this season.
This semester.
I almost called it this semester. This season is RR. Last season it was MMR. So
yeah, matchmaking thing.
Really interesting.
Look at Starkey, a wild Starkey.
A wild Starkey in there.
He walks.
Shout out Starkey once again.
Shout out Starkey.
For the lovely graphic on Twitter. Again, at USM Esports on Twitter if you want to see it. It is funny.
It made me chuckle.
Me personally thoroughly enjoyed that graphic. And finally, I forgot to tell y'all, we do have a NACE match this week, this Thursday at 6 p.m. against Cumberlands.
Cumberlands, yeah.
We played them, Cumberlands. Again, great friends. We played them last year in playoffs. Very great group of guys over there.
Yep.
Look forward to playing them again. I'm sure they're going to want some revenge after that playoffs loss.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they're going to be out for revenge. I'm looking forward to playing them again. I think we're streaming Smash this week because we know we have 3 games, so we're alternating which game gets streamed. So I think Smash is the one being streamed this week. But tune in next week. So we have a really, really good matchup coming up next week. I'm not going to spoil it, but we have a really good matchup coming next week for Siege. And finally, rounding out all of our games, of course, we have Rocket League. Oh, Fortnite. Oh, yeah, I can talk about Fortnite. I'll come back to that one. Actually, I'll come back to that one.
We have stuff to talk about there.
Rocket League had their first NECC matchup. They played against East Carolina Pirates. That was a 3-0 victory. Yeah, that was a 3-0 victory for Southern Miss. Great win of them. They look very dominant in their win, and I think no offense, they're trying to win another. They're trying to win a championship.
Yeah, they want it.
No, because I know this team. They've been there. They've been so close.
Yeah.
Just to be right there, and I think this semester may be a different story. I think they're going to want it badly because their second game is against Limestone University. I'm sure, like I said, I'm expecting a very dominant season from Rocket League.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
I definitely could see that. 100% could see that. And I definitely think they're going to, like I said, they're here to make a point. They're here to win a chip this year. I think they're going to do it.
Yeah, and those are some hungry guys over there. Not just in terms of nutritional value, but just
in terms of nutrition. Speaking of that, Moe's is finally open on campus.
Yeah,
for those
shout out to Moe's.
I had a burrito this past weekend from Moe's. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Great burrito.
So there's a Moe's in Jackson, like where.
What's your go-to Moe's order? What's your go-to order?
So, it depends.
It depends.
I'm a big believer in quesadillas.
Quesadillas?
Yeah, but a good so bowls are really good.
Oh, their bowls are really good.
Bowls are just amazing.
You can never go wrong with a bowl.
But then also nachos are always solid at Moe's.
Solid.
So, yeah.
I like me some nachos. But me, I always go with simple
Burritos.
home wrecker.
Yeah, the home wrecker.
The home wrecker goes hard, man.
It's
so good.
It's no longer a thing. Toast is just looking in disappointment at you, by the way. That was just odd.
What? Because you don't like Moe's is good.
But it's no longer on the menu, I'm pretty sure. But the Joey bag of donuts from it was on.
Huh?
It was on that was fire. It was so good. I would have it like every week after church in Jackson. It was.
Did you say a bag of donuts?
The Joey bag of donuts. It's a burrito.
Oh.
Yeah. Moe's did not have.
I'm so confused. I'm like, why is he talking about a bag of donuts at the Moe's?
Yeah.
It doesn't add up.
enjoyed
It's not
the
100%.
glazed donuts with my beans.
Let me. Fortnite. Let's talk about Fortnite now. After he done. Oh my god. Oh my
You
stomach.
think they could add a bowl eating emote to Fortnite? Do they have one?
No.
You know, like I don't know.
They have like one with him grilling.
Really?
Like him grilling.
That's fire.
But yeah, Fortnite had their first split qualifiers for NACE.
Yep.
I do not have the results, but from what I've heard, they look really good. Also debuted the Fortnite team. They have 2 new players come in this week.
Yep.
I am, like I said, looking forward to this Fortnite team. They performed really well. So if I go to the announcements to make sure that they finished 20 out of 54.
Right.
They did have to miss a game because they were having lobby issues with the game.
Okay.
So it was unfortunate you get to play that first game. But yeah, ending 20 out of 54. That's a really great standing.
Yeah, especially for the beginning, you know, like your first ever split.
And if they were able to play that game too, I think it would have been a whole different story too. If they were able to play all their games, because since they missed that game, that went into where they were standing. So if they did play all 4 games,
probably looking at more of like a 12-11.
maybe. Yeah. But like I said, 20 out of 54, great start for the Fortnite team. I don't know when. I think their next term is also coming up in February this weekend.
It should be, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one. I'm highly excited for this team. I've been seeing them practice. These guys are some real grinders. Like, they really put a lot of hours in this game. Oh my goodness.
They put in the work. They put in the hours. And they take.
What's theirs?
What's the hours?
What's theirs?
What's theirs?
I'm being grammatically correct to you, Sam.
Okay, but
We're gonna be quoting
a song.
I know you're quoting the song.
Shout out The Rock.
Shout out The Rock. Shout out The Rock.
That's a real one.
Shout out The Rock. Also, for those who did not watch the Super Bowl recently, I know we're an esports podcast, but Super Bowl, go Chiefs, 38-35. Great victory for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Boo.
But hey, a lot of the moves were announced too.
Did you see the memes of like no matter what happens at the Super Bowl, Philadelphia will be in shambles? Like it was like me when there was a Super Bowl result. it's just like cars getting flipped.
I feel like just Philadelphia just cannot catch a break when it comes to them.
No,
like, they just can't catch a break.
I'm a big Philly guy. Like those are my teams. I really wanted them to win, and they didn't.
They did win. They have won Super Bowl before. It was in 2017 though. It's been 6 years.
They should have won this fight.
Look, I will say, great game. It all came down to one call, which we know
which one it is.
We know which one, but we won't look. That's very controversial.
Yeah.
Me personally.
You're about to say something so wrong.
I think it was a holding. I think it was. Look. Okay, Sam. Think from a perspective of, look, if I come and grab you like this, you can't.
Josh,
you can't
have
just.
You considered I don't actually care about the logic. I care about the call.
I know. It's the fact that I was holding call. I know.
I don't care.
I know. Sam, you're an Overwatch gamer, not a football gamer.
Yeah, true.
But again, it was the holding call.
I can't imagine this is just a tangent, but esports doesn't have to have refs like that to make game-deciding calls. Which
we
is
have
so
admins.
Nice.
It's admins,
but
mostly.
But they're for rule. I don't know. Refs have to make on-the-spot calls about stuff like that.
That's very true.
This seems so difficult, for them.
See, especially, and I definitely do agree with that because in that situation, some people view it as this guy just really cost him the game, or okay, it was the right call. Because I know the Eagles guy, he came out and said, "I know I was holding." He has come. If he came out and said that, then If the other player admits to doing it,
you're probably.
It's probably the right thing.
Yeah.
Because I think he'd be more shocked if he didn't get called for it. But I think he wouldn't complain, though, but still.
You know what else is the right thing to do, Josh?
What's the right thing to do?
Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. to watch the Valorant match.
You are Arkansas.
Well, actually, does the podcast get posted on Mondays?
We did not post the one we had a lot of issues. I have not had time to do that, but this one will get posted today.
Okay. Because if I said that and then it posts on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's going to be a giant question mark.
But yeah, I will definitely be sure to post
Yeah.
this one on Spotify and YouTube and wherever you listen to your podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
And shout out to everyone that listens to these.
Shout out everyone. If you listen to Eagle
Esports. We say it every time when we start and finish, but like you guys really do make this like possible and worth it, honestly, to us, I would say.
From episode 1, I remember when I first did this podcast with Dave, oh my goodness, to where we are now, like.
Yeah, I mean.
Great. It's been crazy.
Back on the handheld, though.
Back on the handheld. Yeah, I know. We're bringing it back. We're bringing OG Classic
school.
back to high school.
High school.
Old school. Joshua has not been able to speak today, but that's all right.
Joshua needs a home wrecker.
I don't think a burrito's gonna save me right now.
Oh.
I don't think a burrito's what I need right now for sure. What I need is some Chick-fil-A.
You got class soon?
I don't have class today.
Oh, okay.
We have an exam today, so whenever we have an exam, no
Ooh.
class.
What exam is that?
Geology.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think you'll do great.
I think we'll do fine. Also, shout out to the people who've been touring the campus.
shout out to
I will
the
definitely
tours.
say we've had a lot of tours recently.
Did you see on Friday? Yeah, we had those grade school students in, right?
Oh yes, we did.
That was pretty cool.
And also we had a band camp this past weekend too, so a lot of band kids on campus.
All State South. Yeah.
Oh wow, you knew it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I did it when I was in high school.
Oh, you just know.
Awesome. I really like seeing this, future Eags coming in.
There was actually a funny story. This is the last story I have for the podcast. There was this one kid. He wants to be an engineer. I think he was still in 4th or 5th grade. He came in with his dad this weekend. He was talking about how he graduated in 2008, and so he just came in with his son, and he was like, "Dad, I want to go here." Already, he was like, already he wants to go. I want to be an esports gamer. And his dad was like, all he knows how to play is Roblox so far, but he really wants to play Fortnite. He can't play Call of Duty yet because
Yeah.
I was like, he already made up his mind that he wants to go here.
That's awesome.
I'm like, you make me proud, man.
Shout out to that kid's dad for taking him to the esports room.
He was over here like, let me tell you what esports is. And I'm like,
so
wow,
cool.
Another life just
Also,
freaked out.
Another shout out to when all the kids came in the room. We were all in a ranked match, but Nelly wasn't. And so Nelly was just talking to 8 or 9 kids behind me.
There was talking to girls too. And I think, like I said, that was really good for them to actually see that, we're not just all men playing games too.
Not just all some dudes.
Some girls do play games too, and I will say, Nelly is
Nelly is different on the Lucia for sure.
She be practicing rollouts.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, not like those crazy ones.
Not the crazy ones I've been seeing on
the
TikTok sometimes.
Yeah,
the runs that I feel like every Lucio player should know, but.
Yeah, like the Lijiang Tower one.
I don't know about rollouts.
Yeah, there's one on Lijiang where you can get to the enemy bridge before they get to it, so you can boot people off.
That's crazy.
It's pretty. I did it on my first PC match and got the floor is lava in my first game.
That's crazy.
It was so crazy.
But I think that about wraps up the podcast for today.
We'll wrap it up.
Anything you want to say to the beautiful people at home?
Play Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, do play some Raid Shadow Legends. I'm just telling you guys, the game is really fun.
Also, if you guys are, you really like watching Valorant, Sao Paulo does start today. That is a VCT tournament. That is a major. Does start today. Look out for it. I believe actually C9 and C9 plays today. I believe.
That means EA's gonna be playing.
That does mean EA.
It's so weird saying that EA is playing for Cloud9 and not
Optic. C9 and PaperX play each
other.
PaperX, which is a nutso match.
When does that start?
I have no clue.
I didn't know when that started.
I'll look.
Please look it up.
I could just be lying.
Well, while you look that up, I want to thank everyone once again so much for tuning into the Eagles Esports podcast. Once again, thank you to our spots.
Tomorrow is C9 and PaperX, but today is 2 matches. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
It is weird though. I don't know how much you've been paying attention to Sao Paulo, but it is single elim, which means tomorrow either Cloud9 or PaperX is going home in the first round.
I hope not. I hope it's not Cloud9, but even though they haven't been looking the best, but hey.
I mean, new season, new start.
New season, new start, new things, new metas, new everything.
New week, new classes to go.
Thank to our sponsors, Red Sports, Coca-Cola, State Farm, Southern Miss, and of course, Raid Shadow Legend, and Concord Games.
You guys are real ones.
All right. And of course, thank you everyone who watched the Esports podcast. Be sure to tune in on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast from. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Sam, for another great episode.
The awkward handshake.
The awkward handshake at the end. I don't know why I do it. I just do it now. It's just a thing I do now. Yep. And like I said, thank you so much. Tune in tonight. Once again, tonight, Valorant, 8 p.m., Arkansas. Great game.
Start at 7:30.
7:30 probably.
Yeah. And as always,
Southern Miss
to the top.